Hello, Facebook, YouTube. Today I want to talk to you. Well, it's Black History Month. Want to do some things about Black History Month. I'm gonna talk about some things concerning Black history and the future of Black America. You know what I'm saying? May come from a different angle than certain other people. This angle that I want Black people to understand, and I want people to understand Black people. You know what I'm saying? That's very important and vital to, really get a understand. Since it's Black History Month, I want people to understand Black history and blacks now. Thing is, I just want to get this. I'm finna get Trill on it. You know what I'm saying? And look, I'm not going to make any excuse for our past. You know what I'm saying? But I want to address the reality because your past shapes your future. And whether we like it or not, a past is going to find a way of shaping the kind of person or the kind of people you are. And we not understanding, but to what extent is up to the individual. To what extent is up to the individual. And, of course, our Black history, we started, bam, in the big boat, that we didn't ask to get in, but lured in and end up into a place that we were, sold as slaves. And it was a crazy and disasterly situation for African Americans, at that period of time. I'm not going to get in so much detail in that, but everybody knows that about African Americans. Now, here's the thing what you got to understand in situation here about when you are taken away from your homeland, a place that you're familiar of, and now you are going to a place that you're unfamiliar of, and now you're learning something way more different than what you were from. You're in a situation that, now instead of you're working for yourself, but you're forced to work for someone else. You know what I'm saying? And you are, in those days, you were separated from your family. You were separated, from, your family, and you were, unfortunately for Black women, were being raped. You know what I'm saying? Crazily, and it was a whole lot of situations that was going on in that time. And with that understanding of the mistreatment from the days past, you know what I'm saying, that does not disappear. You know what I'm saying? That's not like, let's erase this, bad thing that happened in history. You can't erase history. You know what I'm saying? The thing is, you have to, first of all, accept that it happened. You know what I'm saying? That people were mistreated. People that, were forced to be somewhere and was mistreated. And all of a sudden, and now continuously, to different shapes of form and fashion, is still being mistreated. You know what I'm saying? And placed now in this place, in the place of the United States, majority are in a poverty position. Not everyone, but most of them are coming. They're coming up to a. You have to. People has to come up from where it was to try to, become as a better person, you know what I'm saying, as an individual that's genuinely about, becoming a person in life, and when you came from a negative, when you were placed in a negative situation, negativity follows the DNA, structure of every African American, and every African American has a within anger inside them. Like, a person told me, that whatever the slaves hold in, or some of the slaves hold in, or majority of the slaves hold in, that pain will be shifted to a next generation. And the more mistreatment and the more they hold in the mistreatment, the more it gets to another generation, and that generation may not be mature enough to handle the, that pain or that frustration that the other generation held in. You know what I'm saying? They can't handle or manage what they feel inside, but they will all of a sudden lash out. You know what I'm saying? Concerning depends on the makeup of the African American individual. Something is going to lash out. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad that that is the case of a lot of African Americans these days, that now, because of that lashing out, because your ancestors been lashed repeatedly for a lot of stuff, and now we're lashing out in anger and frustration concerning whatever predicament African Americans get to position themselves into. Now everybody's amazingly being ignorant of the past and of African Americans, saying, what's wrong with y'all? I'm like, it's just like, are you kidding me? What's wrong with them? A whole lot of bitterness and anger and frustration all through generations within this country, and this country keeps finding ways to mistreat them from some shape or form or another. You know what I'm saying? And they have to, either rise above, in a positive way, in spite of this mistreatment, or they allow this mistreatment dictate their behavior and lash against, other people, or lash out against, unfortunately, our own people. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, that's what kind of people you're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? You dealing with a very mistreated people was mistreated in their position. But here's the thing I want you to take out this video. I don't want you to say, well, now let me, feel sorry for black people. You know what I'm saying? No, I don't want you to get, that's not the ideal I want. Sympathy. I don't want sympathy. But what I want is understanding. You know what I'm saying? Concerning when you see certain negative acts concerning black people and how much they're acting out whatever they're doing that is negative. You know what I'm saying? You can't ignore the past of the person and just like think, well, something good is supposed to come out of it. And, the thing is, you got to consider that reality of what this person, or this person ancestor went through. You know what I'm saying? That precede this kind of behavior. Understand, not, feel sorry for, understand. Concerning how you will want to be about communicating to them, to and communicate in a way that say, look, I get it, but look, I want to be about, helping in what shape or form, you know what I'm saying, and of us learning how to communicate on a basis that we can work together. Yeah, work together with whatever, is going on. And that's happening, but not to an extent to what it can be, because unfortunately, African Americans being utilized in the media for political situations and to start trouble, and they're utilizing our race as this reason to enhance that people have to get cops and all kind of things like that to supervise over them. It's just like because it's like when you see cops around black neighborhoods, it's like they feel like they have to supervise. It's not that you're protecting them, but you have to supervise over them, see if they might get in trouble. You know what I'm saying? And it's a sad situation concerning that. But look, black people. Now I'm going to talk to black people. I got to talk to black people. Black people. Yes, we've been placed in a bad situation. Yes, let's accept that. Let's swallow that pill. Okay, let's get that certified. Yeah, we came from a negative position in history. But here's the thing. Are we going to continue to allow that negativity to dictate and shape our future concerning how we treat each other and treat other races? You know what I'm saying? Concerning because are we going to allow that history affect our performances of trying to become a better person? Or are we going to continue to be victims of the past? You know what I'm saying? Are we gonna make history, or are we gonna be history? That's that simple. You know what I'm saying? And look, me as a black person, look, I just thank God I found Jesus Christ, to help me see that I am a Christian before I'm anything. Before I'm a black person. I am a Christian before I am a black person. Because look, in my life, I got picked at black people, what I'm saying, on a daily basis, and I know a lot of black people, can testify to that. But I'm not talking about like joking around, but I'm talking about like picked at, verbally abused by black people, you know what I'm saying? But the thing is, I understand now why, because of our history, and people don't know how to, be around, they're raised around negative people produce negative people. But here's the thing, I understand, because I'm a Christian, that I have to, there's a lot of things that I have to put out truth. I'm all about putting out spirit and in truth. And the thing is, black people, because of our position, because of our past, we're going to need Jesus Christ, to help us with our past. We're going to need it because we know we had the, bad history. And that we were victimized. We became a victim. Now, God taught me in life, and this goes for everybody, you can either become a victim or you can be a victor. But there's victory in Jesus Christ. That's why I'm here to really tell you that make me to rise above, the place that I'm at. Because guess what? By the grace of God, I am not that, black person that's shooting my own people, or a black person that's robbing my own people and robbing other people. You know what I'm saying? By the grace of God, I did negative things. Yes, I did. But I thank God that I'm not. But I'm here to help those that are doing that, and that's influenced to do the negative things, to have a better relationship with Jesus Christ. And the thing is, and make history. I'm about making history, and I'm going to do the very best that I can to whosoever black person I can, to that we rise above, because God placed us here for a purpose, more than just to be slaves, but placed us here more than a bigger purpose that you can't even wrap your imagination around. And I will talk about that purpose, that and reveal that purpose to you very soon. And I just hope and pray that you understand this video and you take this video in proper context, and don't think I'm trying to be negative about black people, or whatever you might take it. But that's the message. I hope you understand. African Americans have a good Black History Month. To God